everybody, Renegades here, and I finally get to do an intro because we're gonna watch the Beauty and the Beast official final trailer, which is my jam. There's a Beauty and the Beast like stick pin here somewhere that is mine.
Yeah, like I wanted to make sure that you were here for this because of all of us, you're definitely the biggest fan of Beauty and the Beast.
I love Beauty and the Beast.
I'm a pretty big fan.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
But I was really excited because I've already seen this trailer. Spoilers. It's very good.
It's fine.
So yeah.
All right. So let's just get right in there.
Yep.
Diving in.
So does it finally do Gaston justice?
You'll see.
I don't know. We'll
I
see.
don't know.
I mean, he is the hero of the movie. So
No.
Sure.
According to
My
you.
dear Belle, you're so
Kevin Kline.
ahead of your time. This is a small village.
is that Hermione?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've ever seen. Nobody deserves you.
And
Yes.
small-minded as well. But small also means safe.
Hey, buddy.
You've come for my father.
He's a thief.
Come into the light.
What's up?
I will escape, I promise.
Look, a girl.
Who said that?
Hello.
You
In the air.
Hello, of course. It's all he ever does.
Ah,
How lovely to make your acquaintance.
Want to see me do a trick?
good. Okay.
That's when the last
Yep.
petal falls.
The master remains a beast forever. And we become antiques. What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Get out of here! Go!
You have to help me. You have to stand.
Just over a month away.
Who'll break the spell. You must finally learn to love.
Have you really read every one of these books?
Some of them are in Greek.
Pretty faithful recreation.
But they made a particular effort to completely match the trailer to shots from the original movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the trailer. But I don't know if the movie's going to be as shot by shot because they've written extra music.
Oh.
Oh, that's gonna be
So,
good.
I'm really excited.
Well, okay.
I'm gonna scream.
Okay. Disney doing live action versions of their classic animated fare.
Mhm.
First, they did Cinderella, and it was a hit. It was a fairly modest hit. I'd say middling for Disney. You know, it made about $500 million, I believe, worldwide. Which, I mean, you could fillet me with a rusty steak knife for $500 million. Give it here.
Give money.
Pluck, I ban you.
Yeah.
But anyway, then they did the Jungle Book,
Which was absolutely fantastic.
which was a
So
Titanic-sized hit
Oh man, it was
for
good.
Disney.
really
Which
really good.
Disney is really okay. Disney so far has been so successful. Last year, they were the first company to break $4 billion worldwide. They were the first movie company ever to break $4 billion worldwide in a physical year, because they had 4 films break $1 billion at the box office worldwide. That is nuts. And here's the thing: it didn't come from direct Disney properties either. It came from Captain America: Civil War. Came from Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yep.
It came from a lot of their other properties, but Disney themselves, the Disney production company, they're holding their own. because even though Disney distributes all these films, they aren't in full complete control because the studios, they give studio heads that job. Kevin Feige and all the other studio heads. But Disney now, they're going to this live action route with their old films, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do. Case in point, the Jungle Book 2 is said to be in the works.
Which I don't know how they're going to do that. But
okay, well, here's the thing. In the original novels, there was a continuation.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
And if you can adapt it to the age of the child actor, and have the characters grow, do a legitimate growth with the characters. Baloo's a little older, he's getting a little wearier.
Well, I mean, that's just Bill Murray.
Well, and that fits Bill Murray. Just tell him, just act more, just be more of yourself, Bill.
Yeah, tell Bill to phone it in some
Phone
more.
it in a little harder.
Yeah, and of course Bagheera, he's older.
Yep.
And the wolf cubs will be grown up as well and be full hunters, and Mowgli can do this, and Mowgli can continue to hunt with them. And I mean, honestly, there's a lot of potential for it. Not only that, but the Lion King live action film, which is also going to be directed by Jon Favreau.
Ooh.
Which
There's going to be a live action Lion King?
Yeah.
Yep. That's good. I think that's next after this.
Man, I can't
Are
believe
there-
believe they're remaking Kimba the White Lion again.
Is it like mocap suits? Because there aren't any people in.
Well,
there weren't any people. There was only one person in Jungle Book.
Right.
Well, actually, what they're doing for some actors is they're actually doing facial configuration, and also having them walk around the scene,
Right.
like act out the scenes, to get their facial
Sure.
motions right, so that they can portray the talking in the film accurately.
Do they have a cast list for that yet?
Not yet. It's still in the writing phase.
Yeah.
They're still getting it written down to where they're happy. Only thing I want more than anything, James Earl Jones as Mufasa.
I mean,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
has to be.
has to be
He has to be.
either that, either him or hell, why not Jeremy Irons again as freaking Scar?
Yeah.
Why not?
See, I'm wondering how they're going to handle Timon and Pumbaa.
Timon and Pumbaa. Okay, Billy Crystal I think is a little too old to play Timon,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
It wasn't Billy Crystal. It was Nathan Lane.
oh, Nathan Lane.
You're right. It was Nathan
Okay,
Lane.
who was I thinking about? Who did Billy Crystal voice? And it was another Disney animated film. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
No.
Monsters Inc.
There we go. Thank you.
Mike.
Yeah.
I was
He
like,
voiced
Toy,
Mike.
Because
I was gonna say because the dynamic, the small guy and the big guy, Timon and
Yeah, yeah.
Pumbaa, Mike and Sully.
Mike
Yeah,
Wazowski.
I got those two
Mike
confused.
Wazowski.
And plus Nathan Lane and Billy Crystal, they're both Broadway trained actors, and they both talk in the same way.
You're not
Yep.
wrong there.
So forgive me if I'm
well,
not
who would you have? Like, okay, Zazu was Rowan Atkinson.
okay.
I mean, let's see.
Zazu, I could see Zazu being played by Rowan Atkinson. I could see Rowan Atkinson playing him again.
Yeah. I mean, do you think you could get, like, Cheech, Whoopi Goldberg, and Jim Cummings back for the
hyenas.
hyenas?
Well,
I could see that.
I could see
Well,
Whoopi.
Jim Cummings is.
Well, Jim Cummings, he'll be in anything that Disney does.
I mean, yeah.
They sign all of his paychecks.
Yeah. I could see Cheech coming back.
I can see Cheech as well.
Like,
I mean,
like
he's like,
just
hey,
in
who's the pig?
Zootopia. No,
that was
Chong
Tommy
in-
Chong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chong was in Zootopia.
But Cheech, look, like Cheech will do. Yeah, Cheech is alive. Like Cheech
yeah,
is doing
Cheech
the
is still
machete
alive.
Every
movies.
now and again, I still have to check and make sure.
yeah,
people
check
are
people
alive.
still because 2016 was savage.
Oh God.
2016 was so savage.
So bad.
Yeah, but
But
okay.
yeah, like Cheech Marin's a cool guy. He'll do
Yeah.
whatever. Like, I mean, he played a priest in the machete movies, which still just blows my mind. And then Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg could come back as well.
Whoopi would come back, I think.
Yeah, but but the one that has to be there to me is James Earl Jones as Mufasa.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Mufasa, outside of a few like action shots where he's running around every now and then, he's mostly just being very static with his movements. He
Well-
walks around a little bit.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, with lions, it's primarily the lionesses that do the hunting.
Yeah, well, except some, because have you seen that one video? It was that herd of springbok running through, and this lioness just stands there and just like waiting to pounce. All of a sudden, here comes the male lion, jumps over top of her, tackles a springbok, and just eats and just kills
It's
it.
like,
and the lioness just walks off.
and she's just like, all right, fine. It's one thing I don't have to deal with.
Exactly, I guess. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm excited to see what Disney's going to do with these live action films because so far they're knocking them out of the park.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, and this is one that for a long time people have said we want to see more of this, or we want to see kind of because they did do a few continuations. They did,
they did Christmas.
Yeah.
And then they did Belle's Enchanted World or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then they did the TV show. Oh my gosh. I forgot about the TV show.
That's why we don't talk about it.
Wait, there was a Beauty and the Beast TV show?
No, there wasn't.
Action.
No, there wasn't.
That
Forget
one.
it.
Never mind.
No, there wasn't. Forget about it. It
There
doesn't
was-
exist.
I mean, it wasn't like the Hercules.
They did
TV
a
show.
they
It
did
wasn't
an
good.
they did an Aladdin TV show, a cartoon series.
That
was
was
really
okay.
good.
That was okay. I liked it. Only problem is they didn't get Robin Williams back to be
Well,
Genie.
yeah,
but
He
he's
had
kind of
stuff to do.
he's a big ticket.
Yeah, was. Rest
I
in
mean, the
peace
guy
again.
who did the genie voice in the Aladdin TV show.
Dan,
wasn't
you
bad.
know who it was? Homer Simpson.
Oh yeah,
Dan Castellaneta.
yeah. Well, let's be fair. Hopefully, they're gonna let the Simpsons die, and then he can be free
Move
to
on.
do.
Are they
going
gonna do an Aladdin movie?
There's
Wouldn't
talk of
surprise
it.
me.
'Cause that's the one I wanna see.
Actually, they've talked about it. They've talked about it, and they're actually, from what I understand, they're looking for a screenwriter. They're looking for a screenwriter who
Well,
can do a decent
They need
job.
someone to play Jafar. I have a beard and I'm evil, so.
Oh,
well, okay.
gosh.
Now, how would you feel about being teamed up with Gilbert Gottfried?
Who's that?
Iago.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy who did the voice of Iago.
Gotcha.
Come on again.
Actually,
Jafar!
I don't
who I'd
know
like to see
actors.
for Iago?
Who?
Danny DeVito.
Why
Right?
not? Why not?
Right?
Just him in like a suit covered in red feathers. No
Yeah.
CG.
Yeah,
Just him. just-
walking out, just be like, all right, so you wanted to see this? You got it. Big whoop.
But he's busy. He has to do the Hercules live action movie.
Where he has to play Phil.
Yes.
Philoctetes.
Phil's awesome.
Yeah, I give you that. Actually, okay, I'll show you all this. A long time ago, someone did this. It was while I was working at a certain company.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where's it? Oh yeah, here it is. It's on Facebook. But it happened while I was at work, and when this happened, I was just like, oh God, no, not again. Let's see.
Well, wait. See, I mean, you're gonna have Danny DeVito in the Hercules movie. You also have to have him in the Detective Pikachu movie.
Correct.
What?
There's been a long-running petition to have Danny DeVito voice Pikachu in the Detective Pikachu movie.
There's a Detective Pikachu movie?
Yes.
There it is.
I want Danny DeVito to voice Pikachu. It's amazing.
But all he can say is Pikachu or some variation of it.
That's all you need.
Look what it says on the Coke bottle.
Jasmine. Ah! That's pretty good.
They got a good kick out of that at work.
What?
What?
Jasmine.
Yeah.
And the subtext of the picture is Aladdin.
Yep.
And it's me in my blue top.
Yep.
Mm.
Of course, I'm too fat to play Aladdin. Actually, no, I take it back because there was a friend of mine, Randy, who played Aladdin in a kids play version.
Yeah. Aladdin Jr.
Well, he was really short, really pudgy, but he had a good voice. That's the reason why he got the job.
Yeah.
That and he was the oldest kid at the camp.
There you go.
There were kids younger, like 3 years younger than him, that were taller than him.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I guess, yeah. All right.
But
Elena, you want to leave us out on this?
Sure.
We've gone on for a while.
It's good. I love talking about Disney and the new live action stuff.
oh yeah.
But anyway, that's been the Beauty and the Beast official U.S. final trailer. I'm really excited about it and all the new music, and of course Emma Watson, because
Emma
Emma
Watson.
Watson.
It's
Anyway,
true.
so
She
we're
does.
the Renegades. I'm Elena.
That's what.
That's Micah. That's
I'm
Ben.
And that's Nate.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Whatever.